Hi, my name is Lindsay Evans. For my marketing simulation, I achieved 9.3 million. Starting out is the dashboard overview. This also includes the market share, segment share, profit margin, average prices, and spending on features, also as well as the quarterly revenue. Next is the net prices tab, which shows the amount each segment pays each quarter. Onto customer purchases. This tab tells us how many units each customer segment brought sales. So here it will show the total amount of sales. The income statement is the part where it shows the quarterly revenue and expenses and the net income. The income statement is what I mainly was looking at during this process. As you can see that I ended up with the 9.3, but I started out in the second quarter with 1.757. On to market research, which is the comparison to competitors, and then as well as the product performance that shows how well our product did to that of the competitors. Customer satisfaction was also a big one of the tabs that I used. It let you know which customer was satisfied with your products and which customers were not, which is what I based my discount prices off of. So if they were not satisfied, I would raise their discount price to the fact that they would be satisfied. And this right here, it shows that segment A, C, and D were satisfied with their products, and the small customers were very satisfied. The only segment that was unsatisfied was segment B. Lastly was the Salesforce report, which shows sales support hours per segment by percent, and then also the quality of sales rep interaction with customers. So the only one that rated us poor would be segment B. Lastly is the Decide tab, which shows that my market share was at 7.9%, a cumulative revenue of 66 million, and a cumulative profit of 9.3 million, with all of them being satisfied except for segment B. Going back to the Decision tab, it shows what each percent I did each quarter. So I spent the majority of my percent of my money on the large customers, which seemed to work out for me in the long run, leaving it around 75 to 80%, hiking it up further higher the each quarter I went. I would spend a lot on my larger customers as well. And then my percents, I would go between 8 and 5% for segment A, and keep it around 2% for segment B, which is probably why they were dissatisfied. I should have brought them up to a higher percent. And segment C, I just did not give them hardly any percent because they are our loyal customers. And then segment D, I would keep the percentage around 16 to 20%, which kept them buying more. I would spend around 70 to 100,000 on small customers. And then for the distributor discounts, I would spend around 15 to 17% on them as well. The market research, I would spend around $50,000 each time, and then spending more on marketing, communications, and training, because training is very important. The better trained your staff is, the more product you're going to sell. I spent more money on large customer retention spending than acquisition. I spent in the 200,000s for the retention and around 75 to 50 for the acquisition. Power to size ratio, I kept around 110 to 120,000. And then manufacturing efficiency improvement kept it around 15 to 25. Thermal resistant, I did not pay that much attention to, starting out at 45,000 and then dropping down to 25,000. And after looking at that, I would just go to the income statement and look at my total revenue and my spending expenditures, and then operating expenses as well. Customer satisfaction wise, I would just watch the videos and take in their input into what I thought I could do better, which would usually be giving them a better discount rate, as in the only one that was not happy was segment B. And the thermal resistance is also what I did not pay that much attention to, but it didn't seem to hurt our company as much as I thought it would for not spending that much money into it. The power to size ratio increased slowly over the quarters. And then switching over to the net prices tab, I slowly just added more and more cost to each product. So I started out at like $145 and then slowly just jumped up a couple dollars each time, which also really helped make it to my cumulative of the $9.3 million. And my quarterly revenue would be the 5.349, and only with that last run, segment D was not satisfied, also my small customers. Overall, I enjoyed this marketing simulation, and I am glad to say that I had achieved the 9.3. And thank you.